Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of The Long Dark and Against All Odds Season 3. So you might be a little bit jarred because we left off in the cave system. I had a little bit of a derp. I wasn't recording, and I thought I was. I haven't made that mistake in the longest time, but I just caught it. And of course, I am in the trailer at the bottom of the hill down the mine. So you didn't miss much. Hate to have cut anything out, but I poked my head in here and looked around a little bit. As you can see, I just picked up some newspaper, and I think there was a saw that, but there was something in.
I would eat anything right now.
Okay, I thought I'd already looked around, but evidently I hadn't. So that's fine. Jennifer Hale is ridiculously hungry. I did also eat the beef jerky that I had, FYI, if you're wondering where that went. So anyway, awkward start to this return to Season 3, but we are back. And now we are in Coastal Highway with some pretty good gear. Not quite as good as we were starting to get towards the end of that first run. But my hope is that we can head down into Coastal Highway and locate not only some better clothing items. Tired, Jennifer? Not only some better clothing items, but hopefully the heavy hammer. We are going to be heading down towards the log sort, first and foremost, so that is our next destination. And it's just a matter of getting down there, avoiding any wildlife, and trying not to die on this first episode back. If I'm going to die, if there's any point at which I'm most likely to die, it's this moment right here. It's during this episode or maybe the next one, because of course I haven't played The Long Dark in about 20 days. So there's always the likelihood that I will not survive. Actually, wait. What are you circling? Is it a dead deer? A dead human? What? A dead deer. Okay. That's actually. Remind me what tools I have. Got the hacksaw. Crow feather. Crow feather. You know what? I'm not too cold at the moment. It's a pound and a half of meat. It would only take 7 minutes to harvest this. Let's go ahead and do it. Now, the only issue with this is that we know what raw meat does. So now I'm going to have to pay extra close attention in the event that there are any wolves nearby. Let me actually see if I can hop up on this high ground here. Because as you recall, this spot, I need to go to these huts. I need to investigate where I can, but this is where I ran into my first wolf in Coastal Highway last time. Right, so we got some meat will help us. Okay. Let's take a moment, shall we? I actually don't see the wolf. Don't see any movement at all, so maybe we're going to get lucky. Let me move somewhat quickly here. Gonna have to keep my head on the mother of all swivels, as the saying goes. I'm just kidding. That's not how the saying goes at all. Okay. Wow. Alright, let's see if we can find any additional food here. I doubt it, because this is Interloper, as I have brought up many, many times through the series so far. Okay, do I even have a lantern? No, I do not. I have a torch. I'm also having to slowly remember what I had. Not necessarily because I was just, you know, not playing for 20 days, but just because I died once, you know, so my brain, especially since it's been a while, I'm thinking in terms of, you know, it's been 20 days, but I'm remembering 2 different playthroughs in a weird way.
Ugh, this cold is making my head feel thick.
Alright, we're at risk for frostbite. Because it's getting real cold. What's our frostbite risk? 1%? Okay. Do I not have anything on my head? Oh yeah, I've just got those warmers on my head, so yeah.
Starving.
We need to move somewhat quickly, but I want to try and make it over to the fishing huts. Because that's one possible location. There's a wolf right there. I'm glad I spotted that. It's one possible location where we could find the risk for hypothermia. Why am I doing this? It's one possible location where we can find the hammer. And I want the hammer. I want the hammer so I can make gear. And I want gear so that I can live for extended periods of time and have a long series. Seriously, if there is a likelihood that I'm going to die in this episode, in these 20 episodes, I think there is a strong likelihood that it will be within this episode or the next few. And yes, I am trying to reverse jinx myself. Because there's a dead guy. It's also getting a little bit dark, which makes it nice and difficult to see if there are any wolves by the docks. Because there can sometimes be wolves by these docks. What's that? What's crow feather? Hey, dead guy. Will you have just like one piece of food, please? You won't? Okay, well, thanks anyway. 2 hours daylight left. Thankfully, we've got plenty of water. Thirst, of course, being the need that depletes the fastest. I don't see a wolf. Doesn't mean there isn't one. I feel like I've run into a wolf here near the docks before. Let's poke our heads in here real quick. There's some reclaimed wood, some scrap metal. And if I light this torch,
Can't be far behind.
I'm going to go ahead and light this. Because if I do see a wolf, at least I can brandish this. And potentially scare him off that way. Don't see a wolf. Yet. Anything in the boats? Nada? Can I get up here? Yes, I can. Good. Right, I've got to get inside. Thought I heard a growl just now. That's nerve-wracking. Okay. Well, first and foremost, let's go over here real quick. Because there's always the chance the hammer could spawn here. But of course, it did not.
I find something to eat.
Alright, inside we go. We are encumbered. And needing a moment of respite. I'm going to leave this on for just a second because I actually do like having the light. With it getting dark, it's going to be hard to find things, and I'm hoping... Oh, there's a granola bar. Very good. I'm hoping there is something I can put on my head somewhere nearby. I mean, there are houses on the other end of the zone, so there's that, but... I'd prefer to find something sooner and closer. But at least I can warm up in these huts overnight. And then I think I'll definitely find precious few, but still something, food items, once I get closer to the actual buildings. Alright. There's painkillers and some dog food. There we go. No, not bed. Thank you. What else? Anything? Thought I saw something under the... Wait a minute. Yep. Yep. Candy bar. Come here. We're actually doing pretty good on food finds in these few cabins. Considering... Again, considering what difficulty we're playing on. One more, and then I'm going to hunker down. What is up with the swaying motions that's happening every time? It's unusual. Is it just because of being hungry? Or weak, I guess? That's the other nice thing about... Oh, was that a little bit more? I thought I saw something else. Oh, man. But I was going to say, that's the other thing about having found these food items, is that now I can probably get through the night. There's also a storm coming in, so... No. Extinguish. Thank you. Okay, let's do this. We've got some moldy venison. I do need to cook this. I think what I'll do is I'll drop it outside real quick, and I'll cook it tomorrow. Because that venison is what's really going to carry me through, and I'd rather eat it early on. Oh, hello, Blizzard. Nice to see you. Alright, that's that. Let's dip in here. Okay, now I do need to eat this dog food. Thankfully, I've got a can opener. Need to eat it not only because I need the calories, but also because it's about to dip below 20% condition, so there's that food poisoning likelihood that I want to try to avoid. Good. No food poisoning. We're going to be right at about 1,000 calories. I will never complain about hitting that mark. Okay. Okay, well that's not too bad for a welcome to the highway here. So let's go ahead and now sleep for 8 hours. The extended sleep period will, of course, also recover some of my condition, which is quite nice. So I'm going to wake up probably pretty thirsty and also hungry. We're going to have to resolve that. Let's see, 3 hours darkness left. I'm not fully rested, so let's try and sleep a little bit longer. Recover that condition. Makes me wish I had actually queued up a little bit longer sleep time. So I have for 4 days, 11 hours, 20 minutes. Not bad. 1 hour darkness left. Woke up fully rested. I mean, I suppose I could go ahead and cook, but no, I need to wait until it's warmer. So let's pass the time for 2 hours. At least until we have some sunlight out there. Oh no! Okay, so that is probably fog, because I don't hear a blizzard.
Man, all I can think about is food.
Yep, it's fog. Okay, let's cook. Thankfully I have 15 matches. Alright, I have one book. I'm going to risk starting it with a stick. Only a 60% starting chance. But then I've got some reclaimed wood that I can...
Why didn't that
Of course
work?
not. But then I've got some reclaimed wood that I can throw on there. And everything will be okay. I'll be honest, I feel a little guilty about the fact that I wasn't recording at the beginning of this episode. Well, of course I feel stupid, but I feel silly. You know, I guess I should say I don't feel stupid, but it feels a little ridiculous for not... for not having been recording, especially when I can see an indicator on the upper half of my other monitor. I know how long I've been recording. It'll tell me if I'm recording or not. And for whatever reason, I just wasn't paying attention for the first minute and a half, 2 minutes that I was gaming and talking. Really? That is... Alright, I'm starting to waste matches now. That's not good. Let's go ahead and use the book. 80%. So this bumps up our chances to 4 and 5 from 3 and 5.
Come on, little fire.
Still a pretty decent chance we could fail. Ironically, all I need to do is cook that meat. I could just eat the meat raw, but the likelihood of that really giving me problems is high. So you have got to be freaking kidding me. I just burned through 4 matches, guys. 4 matches. I was excited about having 15. Now I only have 10. Because I just used a 5th. All we need to start is 1 frickin' fire. And don't any of you dare say, Hadrian, you're wasting matches. I don't have a choice. It's my only method for starting a fire at the moment. I don't want to hear it. Okay. So all I need is that. Let's cook. Oh, crap. We're getting cold. Alright, that actually wasn't that helpful, all things considered. Because now we're actually pretty cold. Let me go ahead and add some fuel to this fire as a way of getting it to warm up and maybe get above freezing. Okay, I need a little bit more time before I can add coal.
Cold.
Okay, so this is going to take us above freezing. So we're not going to be... Our lives are not going to be in danger anymore. Our lives? Are we living multiple lives at once in one game through, in one one playthrough here? I don't know. Okay, let's... 6 minutes before coal can be added. How much water do I have? 0.5 gallons? I'm about to go to a place where there's a bunch of toilets, so I can get water from those. I don't need to worry about getting water elsewhere. Actually, let me check something real quick. Okay, good. This is the first time I'm playing The Long Dark since I upgraded my machine. And my because Windows 10 is awesome, it doesn't... The way that older versions of Windows did, it doesn't force you to say, oh, we don't recognize your hardware, please reinstall Windows. It'll boot up, but you just have to reactivate Windows. And so despite the fact that I replaced my motherboard and my CPU, and added some new drives. Of course, that would never throw Windows off, but motherboard and CPU would. It booted up just fine, and so I didn't have to reinstall anything. I'm still using my old settings. I didn't have to change audio settings. I have all of my recording stuff set up as I need it, which is a cool feeling. I can make rosehip tea, which is handy. Let's go ahead and do that. Wow. Yeah, 1 piece of coal really is cranking up the heat output on that fire. That's... Oh my god, that's crazy. Okay, now speaking of advice you guys leave in comments, that is one. Oh my god, look at that. Mother of God. I did not expect it to be that awesome. Good to know. Just 1 little piece of coal just made a huge difference. I've never done that before, and now I see why people have been telling me to do it. Of course, I'm not going to do a lot of that, but... Alright, let's also... Hang on, let's go ahead and drink that tea. How is it cold already? How is it cold already? We just cooked it. Just cooked it. Alright, well, you know what? Let's cook the mushroom tea. And drink it right away. We can actually make a couple of them. There we go. 100 calories for each of these. And we're getting cooking points. Skill points, rather. Awesome. Yeah, see, we've got a buff now, and we're warming up rapidly. So this is putting us in great position to head back down to the other end of the zone. All right, let's go ahead and drink this. Do I have enough reishi mushroom for... Nope, I don't. Okay, nothing else I can cook. But... All right, Now, I can take a brand from this as a means of potentially warding off any wolves. So just in case I run into one, I'm gonna have this with me for a bit. And I can also use this to start additional fires if I need it. The fog's actually peeling back, thankfully. Tell you what. There's no rule that says I have to go out to the usual hangout first. Let's head to this fishing hut. So we're kind of moving from right to left. Did I just hear a wolf? I saw one. There's one right there, but I didn't hear one. Okay. So we're gonna move from right to left. From actually, it's from left to right. When you look at the top-down version of the map, it's from west to east. We're going to investigate each hut, because each hut is a potential location where I could find a heavy hammer. It's like 13 degrees. Bloody cold. A whetstone? Nope. Come back here. Whetstone. You gotta be pointing right at things. Okay. I'm going to... Actually, you know what? I want to go into that hut first, and then I want to go up there. Let me speed up just a little bit. I'm not encumbered. Oh, wait. Hey, Wolf. How's it going? Right, so there is a wolf over there. I'm going to have to be a little careful about this. Fingers are crossed in every single hut that I go into that we could potentially find a hammer. It's part of the reason that I am going out of my way. Okay, let me back way off because there's the wolf. And we're going to go straight up here. Alright, so which huts have I been into? I've been into that one, and I was in that one. There's two in that direction. I've been into both. And I've been in that one too. There's one on the other side of the rocks over there that I haven't been into yet. But when I go for cattails, because it's time for some cattail hunting again, it's more cattail euphoria. That's when I will... What are you circling? There you are. Alright, let's check you out. Nothing? Of course. We need to go straight up this hillside now. It's good to be playing the Law Dark again. Stellaris is a lot of fun. I look forward to continuing to bring that back in the current series and future iterations that I have going in Stellaris, but it is good to be playing this again. Anything over here? Nope. Alright, let's hop in and see what we can find before I wrap the episode. I'm hoping for at least one nice clothing item from out here. But a nice food item wouldn't be bad either. Nothing in the microwave. There's that. Okay, and... Oh wait, I've already been in there. Now it's going to do the loading thing. Getting too excited. Going into things twice. Come on now. We've even got the new processor. It still does the loading thing. Weird. Just goes to show it's not related to rig or build.
Looks like this is
Hey, some cooked rainbow trout. I didn't see how big it was, but we'll take a look in just a second. That's a nice find. Hopefully it's not too terrible in its condition. It's pretty terrible. I mean, condition's good, but as far as its usefulness, it's crap. Okay, not a good start. Nothing really here, to tell you the truth. Not that I expected some huge deluge of goodies. But damn it, I came all this way. Give me something. Give me something nice. Anything? Okay. As far as clothing items, these drawers are pretty much the last hurrah for this house. Okay. That answers it. Well, let's go ahead and get the toilet water out. So at least we've got stuff to drink. We're still a little bit underprepared in terms of medical supplies. Specifically, I do not have... I've got antiseptic, but I don't have antibiotics. So if I were to develop an infection of any kind, or if I got food poisoning, because the game's way of treating food poisoning right now is antibiotics, I'd be in trouble. Okay, well, that was disappointing. Begin with an awkward moment, end with a disappointing moment. But I will go ahead and cut this one here, and in the next one we are going to head right in the direction I said we would and continue. I'm going to duck back into save here, but we're going to continue heading towards the other house, the Misanthrope's homestead, because we're on Jackrabbit Island, I think, right now, or it's the other way around. But we're going to the other island house, and then we're going to head to our normal spot. We're going to head to the Quonset and see if we can find any gear. We're going to see if we can find the hammer. And then again, if we can't find the hammer, it's on to Mystery Lake as rapidly as possible. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New survival, simulation, and science fiction content airs every day at 6 p.m. Well, I should say and/or science fiction, because it's hard for games to be 3 of those things at once, or for me to be playing 3 series at once, but you know what I mean. New content in those categories airs every day at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.